Hi, I'm Laura Waage, and on this week's episode of the Perfecting Pinterest Show, we're going to look at a tool that you can use to determine what type of content would more strategically help your Pinterest presence. We're also going to look at how you can give away items for free on Pinterest and use them to build a list back at your website. We're also going to answer a viewer's question about how to add an item to the Pinterest gift section. And we're going to take a look at Arby's. Yes, the fast food chain. They're doing some pretty unique things with their Pinterest presence that you just might want to incorporate into your Pinterest marketing. All that and more on this week's episode of the Perfecting Pinterest Show. This week's Pinterest Tool of the Week is Repinly. This resource is a phenomenal research tool that will help you identify the most popular pins, the most popular boards, the most popular pinners, and to be able to leverage that information to grow your own presence. As an example, let's say that you have a board that has inspirational quotes, and you want to find more quotes to be able to add to that board that are going to have a high likelihood of being repinned or shared. You can visit Repinly, click on Popular Pins, hit the drop-down arrow on the right that says More, and you'll now have access to all of the various categories that are in Pinterest. Click the category that says Quotes, and you're now looking at the most popular quote pins that are on Pinterest. You can see how many repins, likes, and comments each one of these pins have. And then you can choose which of these pins you yourself want to share to your board. To add one of these pins to your board, you're simply going to click on the one that you want to use, scroll to the bottom, click View Original Pin, and now you're taken to the original pin where you can repin directly to the board you choose to put it on. In addition to being a great place to identify popular pins to be able to share on your boards, Repinly is also a great tool for evaluating stats. If you click on the tab that says Stats, you'll see that each week Repinly updates the most popular categories, the most popular boards, and gives you information about the most popular pinners, what the average activity of those popular pinners are, and the top pinning sources that they use. Armed with the information provided by Repinly, you can now take a more strategic approach to being able to create a Pinterest presence that's going to get results. This week's Pinterest marketing tip of the week is to give away free items to be able to build your list. Now here you'll see that I've posted an image of a Pinterest special report called the 7 Biggest Pinterest Marketing Mistakes and How to Avoid Them. In the description below, I've got free Pinterest marketing report, Are You Making These Mistakes? And I've got the link where the marketing report resides. Now the reason I've done this is because it gives me 2 entry points for them to be able to download that report. They can either click on this link directly, or if they open up the image and then click on the pin, they'll also be taken to the page with the special report. And a few seconds after they land on this page, a pop-up form will appear inviting them to enter their name and email address if they also want to get additional free reports in the future. Giving away valuable niche-specific content is a great way to grow your list and a fantastic marketing strategy to leverage on Pinterest. This week's question of the week comes from Dave in Boulder, Colorado. Dave shared that he's an internet marketer who creates info products and he sells them on the web. His question was, how do I add a pin to the gift section? Let's bounce over to Pinterest and check it out. Let me go ahead and show you where the gift section's at just in case you're not familiar. It might be a little difficult to see, but when you're on the main Pinterest page, you're actually looking at the pins of the people that you follow. And the way you know that is because the word following is actually bolded. Like I said, it's a little difficult to see, but that's the page that you're on. If you notice on the far right-hand side, there's also a tab called Gifts. If you hover over the word Gifts, you can either choose an incremental dollar amount that you want to search for the gifts in, or if you just click on the word Gifts, you'll be taken to the page that has all the most recent gifts that have been added. In addition, what you'll notice is that every pin on the Gifts page has a price tag in the upper left-hand corner. And to answer Dave's question, that's actually how you go about adding something to the Gifts page. The only thing that you need to do is add $ and the price to the description of your pin. So just make sure that in the description of your pin, you add the dollar amount, including the $ or the euro sign, and your price will automatically appear as a banner in the upper left-hand corner, and your item will automatically appear in the gifts section. If you have a question that you'd like to see answered on the Perfecting Pinterest show, please be sure to visit perfectpinning.com and submit your question through the contact page. This week's Pinterest brand of the week is Arby's, the fast food restaurant. Now, I have to admit, I'm not much of a fast food kind of girl, but their Pinterest account makes me want to check their restaurants out. As you can see, they've got a great theme to their account, leveraging image board covers that give crisp, clean, and obvious descriptions of what each board contains. And the image thumbnails shown below each one of those board cover images are the perfect complement to each one of the board cover images. The first row of boards highlights items from their menu, and if we scroll down, we'll see that in addition to menu items, they've also got a couple of fun boards about curly fry fun and National Hat Day. Now, I mentioned earlier that fast food just isn't my thing, but if you notice here, they've also got a board called Slicing Up the Truth About Freshness. If we go ahead and open up this board, we'll see images as well as facts in the descriptions that talk about the fact that they do not use pre-sliced meat and slice up their meats fresh in their store each and every day. Now, I personally did not know that about Arby's. I had always lumped them in the same category as a McDonald's, as an example. So because of the industry that they're in, I had a misconception about the Arby's brand. Ask yourself, are there any misconceptions about your brand that your customers may hold? And what kind of a board can you build to help educate your customers on those misconceptions, just as Arby's has done? There's some other hidden gems that they've got tucked away in different boards, so be sure to check out Arby's Pinterest account so that you can adopt some of their best practices to apply to your Pinterest presence. Thanks so much for watching, and if you'd like to see a question answered in a future episode, be sure to leave it in the comments section below. Also, if you'd like some tools, tips, resources, some free special goodies to help you with your Pinterest marketing, be sure to visit perfectpinning.com/gifts where you can download your special gifts right now. Till next time, shine bright and happy pinning.